Hi, today is August 13th, 2026, and here are my poems for the day. First one is poem number 1249 for the year Eclipse. I loved looking at the pictures of yesterday's solar eclipse, but as awesome as the eclipse was, I am glad it only existed for a fleeting moment. I'm glad I have a picture that I can look at forever, but I'm glad the moon is no longer blocking the sun. My conclusion: the sun is at its best when it's not occluded, and the moon is at its best when it's not occluding. Poem number 1250, Chicken with His Genitals. He liked to play chicken with his genitals. He would trim his pubic hair with garden shears. He would wash his private parts with laundry detergent. He would lay his balls down on the abandoned railroad tracks. But since the railroad had been abandoned, the train never came. He would put a single bullet in the revolver and stick the tip of his cock in the barrel and dare himself to pull the trigger. He would never pull the trigger. When he played the Russian roulette version of chicken with his genitals, he would always lose. He would always blink first. He would always chicken out. Poem number 1251, Peace. Actually, I've made peace with my cock, to the point where I might almost say that I'm happy with it, that I'm happy to have it. I wonder if I still would have it if I had been born in, say, 2000 rather than 40 years earlier. When I read the second Oz book, The Land of Oz, and I got to the part where the boy Tip learns that he is actually Ozma, the queen, and he resists having his gender reassigned, but then he consents and becomes who she is, I felt a deep sense of something. Could I actually be a girl, too, I wondered? And if I had been born 26 years ago instead of 66 years ago, I might have entertained the notion long enough to get surgery, and if I had done that, I might regret it now. I might miss my cock. Of course, if I had been born in 2000, I might never have read The Land of Oz in the first place. Poem number 1252, 2. It didn't matter that the two squares could never neatly nestle within the rectangle, or that the two numbers were not multiples of 7, or that the two nations that shared a common border would never agree on a common language or a common cuisine, or that the two ideas could never be reconciled, or that the two hats could never share the same head. Sometimes 2 isn't the loneliest number next to number 1. Sometimes 2 is the loneliest number. And the last poem of the day, poem number 1253, Conception Flow Chart. Conceive a conception, develop it into a concept, start a community around it, create an infrastructure, build a bureaucracy, publish a dissertation, encourage dissension, break up into factions, disseminate fictions, paint pictures, tear down fixtures, fix what you broke, take another toke as it all goes up in smoke. All right, that's it. Thank you. I appreciate you.